What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Tank Bowl of the year. It is the
Gonna
Chicago
be
Browns 2-8 at Atlanta versus the Atlanta Falcons 1-9. And at this given situation, this game and this time will decide pick number 2. And before we get into much, let's upgrade some players. After the game last week, we couldn't upgrade players, but we got like 20,000 XP per player. But we can upgrade Rush by 4, so maybe he just got to 20,000 actually. So we'll see about that. But we lost last week, but we have a chance to win against the Bears. And if we lose, that's a win in terms of the draft. So this game is a win-win scenario, but like I keep saying, when we actually are playing the games, we are not trying to lose. I am not trying to tank the game. So the Falcons are going to be actively looking to win this game. And it's going to be interesting. And even though and actually we have pick number 2 now. I wasn't paying attention. As the Bears got a win last week, I think that puts us at, we already now have the number 2 pick in the NFL draft. The Jets still 0-9. Talk about a rough year. So, and that's why we need to be worried about a quarterback, unless if Zach Wilson actually got hurt and Madden's realistic about these injuries. The Jets should be looking at a quarterback. And that's where it comes to concern with us, because we like Spider-Man Andrew Garfield. We like Cole Harrell, the Ohio State quarterback. Looks like we are getting a prospect light. We're going to want to take a look into Michael Hunley. Okay. We're going to take a look at him after this. Exactly, Michael Hunley. And we'll look at a few others. Before we do that, okay, we're going to choose scouting focus players. No, since we already have him basically all but scouted, so we're not going to choose him as a focus player. We'll choose Harold, and we'll have another first round pick. So we're going to need to go a bit down. Pick 33. Having a corner would be nice. And we're going to make sure to look at their traits, because we're not going to choose a focus player who's like terrible. Quentin Brown's a little interesting. B to D, A to C, B, C. Yikes. D, finesse move. We don't need a high. Alright, we'll take a look at this right guard, and obviously don't need a tight end. The defensive tackle doesn't look good. We will need a linebacker with the exit of Rashaan Evans, but obviously we don't want to choose just any. And also, if they have a higher, man coverage A to C, press B's. No, I kind of want to take a look at him. Being realistic, even if your spotlight players don't hit and are bad, it's not hurtful, because one, definitely not to draft them, and two, it's like the odds of you taking your spotlight players if you're not in the top 5 or even 3 is pretty hard. So that being said, we just got our weekly strategy, and then we're going to get into this amazing Tank Bowl. See you guys on the field.
and Q is going to kick it off to start this game. He's going to kick it into the middle of the end zone. That's going to be taken for a knee, and out comes the second-year quarterback, Justin Fields from the Ohio State University. Fields having 11 touchdowns and 11 interceptions on the year. I'm sure today he would like to get that ratio up as they start with a handoff to Montgomery, who takes it for 8 yards, now feeling shotgun. Scrambling, outruns the rookie, and he is tackled at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Chicago Bears. Now Fields checks it down to Cole Kmet, who just takes it for a yard. Now Fields quickly on the slant, and that is completed for a first down. A nice read by Justin Fields. Now Fields under shotgun, throws the drag route, and that is good for 6 yards. Now Fields is going to give it to Montgomery on the draw. Montgomery a little indecisive, but still gets 7 yards and the first down. Now an outside handoff to Montgomery. Not much of a hole, but one good enough for 5 yards. Now Fields under center, drops back, throws the slant, and that is completed. Now 1st and 10 for the Bears on the Falcons 13. Montgomery's going to power forward to the 5-yard line. And bad news for the Falcons, Lorenzo Carter is injured. On 2nd and 2, Montgomery loses 2 yards. Now the Bears in a 3rd and 4 situation, their first third down of the game. But Fields is going to find a wide open Darnell Mooney. Bears take a quick 7-0 lead. Now Cordell Patterson is going to start off the Falcons offense with a 6-yard carry. Another handoff to Patterson, who's going to bounce it outside and smartly runs out of bounds, avoiding any unnecessary contact. Now Fields is going to look for Patterson, underthrows it, and that is intercepted. And sorry, I said Fields. I meant Ritter. His first throw of the day is an interception. That was a pretty poor throw. As the Bears have it in Falcons territory already, handoff to Montgomery. He takes it to the 39. Good for a first down and a gain of 6. Montgomery again, this time the hole closing quickly. Only good for 3 yards. Now Fields in shotgun. He's going to fake the handoff. Play action. He's going to check it down. And that is good for 5 yards. 3rd and 3. Falcons looking for a stop. Read option from Fields. He's going to cut it back inside. Fields, 10. Attempts a juke, gets tackled at the 3-yard line. Phenomenal read and run by Justin Fields. Now Fields going to hand it off to Montgomery, who's looking to power in, tackled at the 1. Now to Montgomery again, and he loses a yard. 3rd and goal. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Can the Falcons hold the Bears to a field goal here? Let's see. Fields, shotgun, scrambling, room, touchdown. An easy read and run for Justin Fields. Bears quickly up 14-0 in this game as Patterson has a 4-yard run. Patterson getting the carry again, going to power for almost a first down, 3rd and inches. They're going back to old reliable. Patterson up the middle, good for 8. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Now play action. Ritter looking for Zacchaeus, but looks like we're going to get a pass interference. A very unnecessary one as it moves the Falcons up 4 whole yards, as that is good for a completed 9 yards. Demarius Byrd now. Ritter going deep. He has Drake London, and that is going to be a touchdown. Phenomenal release by Drake London, and an even better throw by Desmond Ritter. And the Falcons are back in a 1-possession score as Montgomery is going to power for 11 yards and a first down. Another handoff to Montgomery, who cuts it back into the B gap. Now has some room to run. He is going to the 40. 5 and he ran into his own teammate. That should have been a touchdown. Bears get unlucky. The Falcons will take the lucky break, but the Bears are still driving as they throw a screen to Montgomery. Montgomery, once again, a little indecisive, but still good for 9 yards. Now Fields on the read option. He's going to cut it in, and a little bit of an unnecessary cut. That could have been another touchdown. And the Falcons sell on the run, and he's going to find Darnell Mooney for Mooney's 2nd touchdown of the game. Now Falcons looking to make it back into a 1-possession game. Hands it off to Patterson. Good for 6 yards. Ritter with time in the pocket. He goes deep to Bryan Edwards. Bryan Edwards catches it. 15-10, 5 touchdown. That is back-to-back drives where Ritter threw a long bomb perfectly for a touchdown. Drake London, now Bryan Edwards. Looks like Ritter, after that interception, is finally getting to his groove. As the drag route is completed for 5 yards, 2nd and 5 for the Bears. Bears looking to make it a 2-possession game once again. Finding Cole Kmet for the first down now. Fields under center. Checks it down to Cole Kmet again. That is good for 5 yards. And we have hit the 2-minute warning in the half. Now Fields finding Darnell Mooney on the slant. Once again, that chemistry has been there all day. Fields screen to Montgomery, and a beautiful job by Deion Jones reading that. 2nd and 9, but he finds his receiver on the slant. and the Bears are going to call their first timeout. A little less than 50 seconds, and Fields throws it for another first down. Bears are driving. Fields gets away from the sack, so going to cut it inside. It looks like the Falcons are looking to take his head off. No flag, though. They're going to toss it to Montgomery, who loses 6 yards. Montgomery has not had any success inside the 5-yard line today. 2nd and goal from the 8. Fields with time, scrambling to the right. Plenty of time. And Fields finds Montgomery for the touchdown. A beautiful scramble and read by Fields. And now it is a 14-point game. Let's see what the Falcons do. They run and immediately call a timeout, making you wonder why they even called it. Now looking deep for London, threw up the 50-50 ball, and that ends the half. Here's me again. Falcons down by 14, but they do get the ball to start the half. So an absolutely need to score here for the struggling Falcons, who are looking to just avoid being the worst team in the NFL. Now Fields with time going deep to Drake London, and he cannot hold on. It looks like there may have been a little contact there, but it was not called. Now Cordell Patterson powering through for 8 yards. 3rd and 2 for the Falcons. Patterson, old reliable, gets the first down. Now Ritter is going to throw it to Demiri Bird. That is good for 10 yards. Hands off to Cordell Patterson. That is good for 5 yards. Falcons are driving. And on to Patterson. Patterson cuts it up the B gap, and that is good for 9 yards. Now, play action by the Falcons, going deep and throws it up in double coverage. I think Ritter believed the safety was going over to help with Edwards on the outside, but clearly that was not the case. Fields throws it while he gets hit in the end zone, and that is good for a first down. One of Fields' best plays of the game, and he hasn't had many. Now Fields throws it a little late on the comeback. That is incomplete. But he comes back with a completion to Darnell Mooney. Fields, now once again, finding Darnell Mooney, and even worse for the Falcons, Jarrett is hurt. Now Fields breaks a tackle. And if you're a linebacker and you have a quarterback wrapped up, no matter how elusive they are, you need to make that tackle. 1st and 10 for the Bears. Fields. So as once again, a Falcons player is trying to take Fields' head off. Fields is making these Falcon defenders mad, as Fields is finally sacked for the first time today. 3rd and 8. Falcons needing to get a stop here, and they do not. Fields has been carving them up all day. Now Fields is going to throw it on the drag route. Good for 4 yards. Now Fields under shotgun. Wide open, David Montgomery. 1st and 10 at the Falcons 26. If the Falcons want to stay in this game, they just don't need to stop them. They need to force a turnover. Now, Fields with time, bunch of space to his left as he sees. He doesn't slide this time, gets tackled, but he is perfectly okay. 1st and goal at the 7. Now, Fields under center. He's going to throw it to Cole Kmet, and Cole Kmet's going to get a touchdown. 21-point game, and things for the Falcons are looking bleak. 20 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Ritter's going to find a wide-open Drake London on the drag route. That was good for 15 yards, and that takes us to the 4th quarter. Falcons have a massive long shot at winning, but you best believe they're going to keep fighting. Now Ritter scrambling. Showing off some speed, steps out of bounds at the 36. Nice run and read by Ritter, doing his best. Justin Fields finds Demirius Bird. To the 23, the Falcons need to score quick. Now throws it Kyle Pitts for a gain of 7. Fields looks like he had, Ritter looks like he may have had somebody, but incomplete, knocked out the line. Now he throws it for the touchdown. No good, but now he finds Drake London for 8 yards. It's now 1st and goal. Handoff to Cordell Patterson. That is a good for a gain of 6 yards. Now Ritter is going to throw it to the end zone. It was caught by Patterson, but he did not get 2 feet in. No worries, though, because he finds Kyle Pitts for the touchdown. 35-21 with minutes left, and the Falcons need a stop now. But they are not having any luck as Fields keeps carving up this defense. Him, Fields, and Montgomery have just been terrorizing this defense. Now Fields, a little indecisive on the read, but still gets a first down. Now Fields taking his time, hands it out to Montgomery. Montgomery not finding much. Fields under center is going to throw a slant once again and once again completed. 3rd and 2, Falcons once again fail to get a stop. Under 3 minutes left in the game, things are looking even bleaker for the Falcons. That was good for 5 yards, and we have hit the 2-minute warning. The Falcons trying to force a turnover, trying to do whatever they can. Hand off to Montgomery, who is stopped just short of the first down. Big opportunity for the Falcons, but Fields finds, guess who? Darnell Mooney, and that is good for a first down. Falcons get a touchdown, the Bears get a touchdown. Not that there's really any chance for the Falcons. That's just salt in the wound. Montgomery, once again, not finding any success running inside the 5. Falcons calling a timeout, hoping for a miracle. Montgomery, once again, not finding anything, only good for 1 yard. So Bears are going to kick the field goal, 38-21. Falcons, no timeouts, 18 seconds left, so there's obviously no chance that they're going to come back. So let's see what they do. Will they just kneel the game away, say screw it? They will not. Let's see what they do. Going to start off with a throw to Kyle Pitts. That is incomplete. Now with time, they're going to throw it up to London, who catches it. With 5 seconds left, that's going to put us at the end of the game. Falcons lose 38-21 in what some would even consider a tank bowl. 2 of the worst teams in the NFL this season. And the Bears dominated. Was just a really, really good day for Justin Fields. Based off his stats, you would have to guess so. Overall, for the Falcons, this is a really hard loss. Just not to lose so one of the bottom 5 teams in the NFL, but to get blown out and at home. We'll talk about it more at the home screen.
And welcome back to the home screen of this Madden 23 Atlanta Falcons franchise rebuild. And in a tank bowl, the Falcons lose by 3 possessions. In tank bowls, you usually see a close game, a game that is very poorly played, but an exciting game. But the Falcons just got simply outplayed in every category of football you can imagine. No, and this game's really on the defense. You'd like to see the offense score more, but at the end of the day, they gave up 38 points to now 3-8 team. Justin Field, obviously a guy with a lot of potential, but he's not at that next level. The Falcons' defense made him look like he was at that next level. Now, when we're talking about Desmond Ridder in the draft, obviously this is going to be discussion at this point, but another game where he didn't help his chances, and at this point, every game he's not helping his chance, he's hurting his chance. Yeah, when things were going right, he made the throws he needed to, but again, a game with a few interceptions. A game relying on the deep ball too much because he just doesn't have that confidence and talent you want to see. So it was another rough game for Desmond Ridder and just the team as a whole. This was just an embarrassing loss for the Falcons organization. That being said, next week, the Falcons have the Washington Commanders. I don't know their exact record. No, I'm going to take a look right now because I'm about to say some stuff about them that I want to make sure I'm saying correctly before I say. So, Commanders are actually 6-4, so I'm glad I didn't say what I said. But still, a team, when you look at their roster, is still not overly scary. So we're going against a team who's not overly talented, but a team who's finding a way to win. If there's one thing this Falcons team has not done, is find a way to win. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. After an embarrassing loss in a tank bowl, can the Falcons finally get their second win of the year? Well, find out next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you will, please give this video a like, give it a comment, tell me that you enjoyed it, or tell me how much I suck at Madden. Either way, they both mean the same in the heart. And if you're not already, please hit that subscribe button. Again, thank you guys so much for watching until the end of the video, and I'll see you next time.